UPS lost my Dior bag. So as a coping mechanism, I am making a 2023 luxury wish list. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Shakura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. 6 or 7 years ago, when I saw Mel in Melbourne unbox this beautiful Dior Ever bag, I knew that I had to have it. I haven't thought about this Dior bag in so long, but now that metallics are still a thing, I went on the hunt for it because I knew the bag was old, that I would be able to get a fairly good price on it. It was part of the Raf Simons collections during his time at Dior, maybe one of his last. And I had to have it. So I went on the search, the Real, which kind of makes me kind of nervous. Fashion File, which is my favorite because I like the return policy. And on Fashion File, they had some great options. They had a silver one that was a little more flat, and then they had this beautiful metallic one that makes me so excited. It was a good price. That's what I wanted. I bought it. UPS lost it. All I can say is that I'm completely devastated. So this has to be the first thing on my 2023 luxury wish list. I filed the claim, so hopefully I'm able to get it. If I do get it, I will let you guys know. Drama. Complete drama. So my luxury wish list looks a lot different than past years. This year I really want to focus on scaling it back and kind of starting from scratch. If you are a fashion gal, you know that it's very easy to get wrapped up in buying the things that are trendy or the things that are the it at the moment. And I have to say I've done that. So as a result, I have things that I wouldn't normally wear or that I didn't really put too much thought into. So this year, as far as my luxury buys go, I really want to make sure that there's something that I could use for a long time, something that would really benefit my wardrobe. For a very long time, I was looking to the luxury bloggers and how they spent their money and what they bought. But the reality is these women come from 7-figure homes, and my 6-figure home cannot even compare with that type of money. And that's okay. I believe that most people that are in my tax bracket shop this way. It's affordable, it's luxury, and it's bridge and contemporary brands. That's just fine. And that's how I will be shopping this year. So I'm thinking that my trendy pieces will be the more contemporary and bridge brands, and starting from scratch and getting the things that I just need will be my luxury brands. Looking at Andre Leon Talley's, may he rest in peace, his collection that's now being sold, I see a lot of really good basic pieces that I would love to have in my collection, and that's what we're going to do. Let's start with the Nice BB. I am and have been looking at this for many years. Every time I look, the price goes up, and I want to pinch myself for not buying it years ago when it was a fairly decent price. I am trying to scale back on my makeup collection. I have one face. I have one face, and I feel like the age of YouTube, where we all had these ridiculous makeup collections, is over, and it's just, I think it's too much, right? My goal is that for most of my makeup to fit into this bag, and then I would buy a separate one for like my daily makeup. So actually this bag would be my overflow, and this other Louis Vuitton bag would be my daily makeup. I was also looking at this Louis Vuitton Toilette 28, which I think would be a good option just to put in that rotation, but I want to condense. I feel like we've gotten too much. I feel like I've gotten out of hand because I consume so much fashion and beauty content. I want everything, and I really need to rein it in. So this isn't cheap, it's luxury. I'm still gonna buy it because I want it, but what I will say is that I'm going to wait until the next time that I'm in Europe. My husband and I have plans, hopefully, to get to Europe this year. The last time we were in Europe was in 2019 in Italy, and we all know what happened after 2019. I'm hoping that I could get a lot of these things in Europe, or some of these things, unless I find it here on good price, because it's much cheaper. I actually wanted to show you guys this because you might like the shape of the Nice BB, but you think the price is outrageous, and it is, but I still love it and I'm still gonna buy it. These train cases are leather from Leatherology, and they have some really good options. They also have options for the LV drop kit as well, so you're still getting good quality. It's leather. In fact, the LV one is mostly canvas. This one is leather. But if you like the shape and you like the functionality of it and you want it to be in nice quality, those are really good options in my opinion. This gold purse I talked about in this vlog I think is really pretty, and although I think it's beautiful, I'm probably not gonna buy it at that price. One, because we know that metallic is not gonna be in forever, and right now I'm trying to buy things that are gonna last me a while and fit really nicely in my wardrobe. And two, I found an alternative. So a good alternative I found, which is not exactly the same, but a similar style. It's thin and goes over your shoulder and right now very up to date, is this By Far Miranda bag. I love it in this gold, this old-timey antique type of gold. I think it's beautiful, and although it is a dupe of the Prada bag, it's still $700. But because I am an avid sale hunter, I found this bag, which is still in Revolve actually, for $700. I found it on Essence for about $200. Add to bag, send it to my apartment in Brooklyn. It doesn't look exactly the same, but it is a fabulous dupe. Anyway, that's in the mail. Hopefully my Dior purses too, and I'll be able to show that when it arrives. So the bag actually came in while I was editing, and I'm just not happy with this, you guys. This bag looks like it's from Zara. I mean, I guess it looks like it does in the picture, but up close it's just not worth, surely not worth the $700 that they're charging full price. But I don't like it for what I paid for it either. It looks, I don't know, it looks cheap to me. I'm not impressed by it, and I am sending it back. I want to give you guys an update just in case you were looking at it, especially at that good price. For me, it's a no, and it's going back. When I was a kid, the only jewelry that my parents would buy me is solid gold jewelry. If you are a person, particularly a person of color that was born in the 80s and the 90s, you know that the name necklace is a rite of passage, and I was so excited to get it. But anything that they got for me was gold, and as I got older and I started having to pay for my own things, I started getting more and more costume jewelry. Now I want to kind of get back to having really good gold pieces. One of you all mentioned that in a video or on my community page, and you are completely right. But not only do I want to get back to solid gold pieces that I can just wear in the shower and every day, diamonds. I want diamonds. Before you start saying, all right, Shakura, you are not Zsa Zsa Gabor, you're not Elizabeth Taylor. Yes, girl, I know. I feel like I want to start small, right? So Majuri has this little diamond collection that they're not huge diamonds, but they are very entry level. So there's a few things I'm looking at. They have this beautiful necklace, they have rings, they have this initial pendant that I could get that has diamonds in it. I want to slowly have a collection of real gold, like I had when I was a kid, and real diamonds. The money that I've been putting out to get costume jewelry could be used for something else. I don't know if I'm going to completely stop buying costume jewelry because I kind of love the look of it. Like these earrings, so good. They're so good. But I will buy less and put more money into these. I know it sounds like a lot to be like, I want diamonds, darling, but I do. That's what I want, and I can start with entry-level pieces. Okay, so here's the thing. I have some outrageous kind of sunglasses. I have some cool girl sunglasses. I have some really oversized sunglasses. I have really expensive sunglasses. And what I'm looking for is a pair of everyday type of black sunglasses. Not too big, very mainstream, but also really classy. And I know that a lot of folks have the Celine Triomphe, the round, I think it's 03 sunglasses. I tried those on. I don't love them on my face shape. But these Celine Triomphe sunglasses 04 are perfect on my face shape. And while they aren't the most amazing sunglasses, or they aren't really cool girl, or I'm not going to get any accolades for wearing them, I feel like they give a certain type of class to an outfit, just really good for every day. And these, who I recently saw on In the Fro, I can't remember her first name right now, but in one of her videos, and she showed these YSL sleek glasses, and I said, okay, let me put that on the list. So I don't need both of them. I'm not getting both of them. I will say the YSL ones I found on a really good sale, so that's a possibility. I am leaning towards the Celine ones, but if I'm trying to be frugal, quote unquote frugal, I'll probably do the YSL. Either way, I'm trying to get one pair of sunglasses that will get me through, something that I could just throw on, and something that's a little more updated. And really, you guys, if you love these sunglasses, they don't have to be designer. So they have some really good options on Anthropologie that gives you the same look. Of course, it's not going to say, you know, Celine or YSL, but also who cares. In fact, one of these cat eyes look very similar to a pair of Bottega glasses that I have. So yeah, you can still get the same look for cheaper. I'm just being a little extra because that's who I am. So I am looking to upgrade my everyday crossbody. If you're not new here, you know that I have Coach Cassie's, like 4 of them. If I need something to throw on, I'm gonna go for my Cassie, particularly the black one because it's easy, right? But I'm looking for something a little bit more structured and perhaps something a little bit more elevated. So I was thinking about this one from YSL, this Celine box bag, or I could save money and just get this one. I think it's called the Vancouver. They're all the same bag, right? They're all the same bag. They are dupes of one another. It's just a matter of cost and also a matter of which one I like the best, even though they're all fairly similar. In my head, we are on the beach somewhere and I need a new beach hat. And I wanted something that was a little more updated. And I saw this one last year and I didn't buy it. By the time I got to it, it was completely sold out. But I like this hat. I'm gonna call it RB because I do not want to mispronounce it. But I love this hat. I think it would look very cute over the braids I have right now. I'm not gonna miss it again this year. In fact, I might buy it early so that I can have it. But I think it'd be really good for a vacation. Between this and my bigger brim hats and probably a cap, I think I'm gonna get a cap too to bring on vacation. This one is really very like, I don't know, it's very cool girl and I love it. Speaking of my braids and my hair and my big head, I will most likely be keeping braids in my hair for most of the year for several reasons. I said this year I wasn't going to cut my hair. I'm going to try to let it grow out. And also, it's easier to maintain while I'm working out. If you've been with me for a few years, you know that my weight is a struggle and my hair is also a struggle. And I feel like with braids, I'm able to work out. I don't have to think if I'm going to look ridiculous after the gym, and it also solves the problem of me randomly cutting my hair. But the fact of the matter is, after a while, braids look raggedy. Sometimes you don't have time to take them out and get them done, and you have to still live your life in between. I have been looking at this Fendi headband for about 2 years. I haven't taken the plunge, but I do think that this would be a good way to dress up my hair when it starts to look a little fuzzy, and I'm between braid appointments. And of course, yes, I can use a regular headband, and I'll probably do that too. This one from that silk, I believe you could get from Sephora, is beautiful. It's the same type of style, but I like this one. I know for a lot of folks, they hate the monogram and they hate that there's F's all over the place, and I get that because I don't always love monogram everywhere, but for some reason I love this. It's a fabulous way to get me through a bad hair day. So the next items I'm about to talk to you about are like me being in the right place at the right time. I'm not for sure gonna get these. Like the things I said previously are on my list. I'm in the making, or I'm in the process of trying to look for and buy. But these things have to be the right time, the right place. But these two Saint Laurent bags are very trendy right now. And this is the reason I'm going back and forth with them. The small one, the YSL bag, is very cute, but we know that we go from big bags to small bags to small bags to little bags. to tiny bags, excuse me. And I think I'm just trying to figure out where on the trend cycle this style of bag is. Is it worth investing in? And then this other one, which I love, I know some people hate it, but I love it. I do feel that even when this bag is out of date and it is not the it bag, it will still make a very chic travel bag that might take the place of my Marc Jacobs tote, even though I still love that. But it might take the place of that in that type of way. Even if it's a trendy bag right now, it might not always. I don't know if that makes sense. But the onliest way that I will probably buy this purse is if we are in Europe again. So these by far gold boots would match almost exactly, probably, to the by far bag that I was telling you about that's on the way to me. And I have seen them on like a $200, $300 sale. The problem is they're not having my size. I wear a 7 most of the time, right? I found them for $250 and they had a 6, they had an 8, and they had a 9, and I was devastated because I found them in 2 places, in the Essence sale, and I forgot the other places, but they were on a serious sale. The reason why I wouldn't buy these just straight off full price, because you guys know I love some boots, is because I already have a pair of gold boots, and though they are different colors, they're still gold. And what I'm thinking is that when the spring and summer go around, I will get these gold open toe shoes from the Attico that was going to go very well, not the Attico, I'm sorry, from By Far, that's going to go very well with the By Far bag. And since spring and summer are on the way, I feel like that's a better use of my money right now, unless I find these boots in my size on that crazy sale. So again, it has to be the right place at the right time. The coat is to die for. It's on a beautiful, beautiful sale. But of course, I missed my size. But if I find it, I don't care if it is June. And it's on sale and they have my size. If I'm in the right place at the right time, I'm buying that. Beautiful. I saw this lady on TikTok. She's a New Yorker. I'm assuming she was in New York, but I also feel like her style was very New York. She had on this Ray coat, which is beautiful. A vintage Kelly, a sweatsuit from, I believe she said it was from Aritzia, a New York cap, a New York Yankees cap, some sneakers, and like some beautiful jewelry. It was very New York. Very, I have to run around town, but I'm also very glamorous. And after seeing that coat, I said that has to go on my list. It is beautiful. This coat really doesn't go out of style, and I actually love the way she styled it. I'm not a huge sneaker and sweatsuit person, but the way that she put it together really elevated a very basic run around outfit, and she looked fabulous in it. So that's now on my wish list. And then you have this Hanifa coat. It's beautiful. It's funny because I was looking at it and shopping on my computer, and my husband looks over and it says, asks me why I'm looking at superhero clothing. He said, why are you looking at superhero coats? And he's not wrong. It kind of does look like a superhero coat. Also, okay, so you guys know that bag I showed you from Zara that was kind of a Caperti dupe? This fool says that it looks like a kettlebell. And the thing is, he's not completely wrong. It does look like a kettlebell. It was on my desk and he was kind of confused as to why I had a kettlebell on my desk, and I was like, bro, it's a purse. It's called fashion. So anyway, this coat from Hanifa, so beautiful. I don't know how much I need it. Like I said, right place, right time, but I can appreciate the craftsmanship and how beautiful it actually is. Also been looking at this silver trench. I found it, it's a decent price. I found it in a few sales, but even with it not being on sale, it's not extremely expensive, even though it does cost a grip. I hate that it's faux leather. The Hanifa one is too, so I can't even say that. But for some reason, I couldn't press the add to cart for several reasons. It's faux leather, and also I don't know how much wear I would get out of it outside of the metallic trends that are happening right now. I mean, I guess I kind of would. The point is, it's a beautiful coat. I have to be the right place, the right time. So I have these Paris, Texas boots, but I have them in red. I love that the heel is low, so they're easy to wear. but I kind of wish that I had got them in this black. As though I love the red and I got them on a very good sale, they are not as easy to wear as black. You know, you could throw on black boots with anything. If I find them on sale, doesn't matter what time of year I would buy it, because I know how comfortable they are. But yeah, just building from scratch, things that I need. These earrings are from ASOS. I forgot to tell you, I will leave it in the description box. I have them in gold and silver, super cute. So let me know, what is your approach to luxury shopping this year? I'm trying not to just buy anything just because it's on sale. I've said that many times. On TikTok, I am doing a series where I am getting rid of the things that I don't use and buying things that I need. Follow me over there. Let me know what's on your luxury wish list. Don't give me any more ideas. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.